Hello, everyone. I'm Nate Went from the St. Charles Business Alliance, joined here with Laura Purdy, also from the St. Charles
Hey
Business
there.
Alliance, and then Jeremy Teel from Riverlands Brewing Company here in St. Charles. We're here to talk about some uplifting and positive stories, especially things concerning Riverlands. So, Jeremy, talk to us about some things that you guys are doing to help support the community.
Yeah. First of all, we as a brewery have a tap room here in St. Charles that's obviously been closed down for the last few weeks. And, when you have a tap room that's very important to your business, it's hard to kind of picture what your business is like without that. It's kind of a center for the community to come to and gather around the table and decompress after a long day of work and those kinds of things. And so it's been kind of tough for us to try to figure out at first what we were going to do to keep the business moving and to kind of keep supplying our product to the community. So what we've basically done is had to pivot our operation completely from something that was a majority of our revenue from the tap room into a to-go service. So we have our crowlers. They're the 32-ounce cans. We've converted our tap room into basically a efficient way to can as many of these as we can every day. We created an online store that's on our website, riverlandsbrewing.com, so people can go on there, order it very easily. We can pre-package it, have it ready to go. They already paid online. They show up. We bring it out to the curb. They never have to come inside the tap room or leave their car. Very minimal contact. We deliver everything, gloved up and ready to go. And we just place it right in their car, and they're good to go. So, in that respect, it's trying to keep supplying our consumers and our guests with the product that they love, and then we're very grateful that they have really shown up and helped us out in that way. And then at the same time, we're trying to do some other things to kind of help out the community as well. So, for example,
one thing I want to kind of talk about is that your operation was centered around the tap room, and you did some outside events. And I think one thing that they realize, oh, okay, so Riverlands pivoted and they did something different. But one thing that really hit me, and the reason why I wanted to bring you on here, is how much you realized that it doesn't just affect you guys, it affects the people that you do business with. So yeah, I'd love to hear a little bit more about how you wrapped your arms around not only the tap room, but the people that you do business with.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of our, the craft beer community is such a tight-knit community to begin with. And this crisis has really only brought us together even more. Everything from other breweries, they've reached out to us asking if we need anything. We reach out to them. Even just yesterday, a brewery that we're very close with helped us out. We were lacking a bag of lactose for one of our beers, and they supplied it for us. And those little things go such a long ways. And then even our accounts. So we have, accounts that we sell beer to, whether they're bottle shops or bars and restaurants and things like that. Obviously, kegs aren't going out anymore because nobody can really pour draft beer too much. But we've even pivoted some of our operations as far as those accounts go, crowlering things here and sending the crowlers to them for them to sell. If they don't have a crowler machine of their own, getting our cans that we just canned this week out to them within a matter of days so that they have fresh product to resupply their shelves with. Because a lot of these guys they're getting shipments in and they're selling out in a matter of hours because people are coming in and grabbing it right away. So just kind of pivoting those things to try to keep everybody supplied with what they need to survive right now.
So a little bit about some of the events that you're still able to do in a safe way. Can you talk, because, we don't think about how many people this is impacting. So yeah, can you talk a little bit about the events that you're safely doing?
Yeah. So, a big part of our business here has always been food trucks since we don't have a kitchen. So on the weekends you would come in and every table would be full and people would be here eating food from the food trucks outside. A lot of those trucks are suffering right now because there aren't a lot of places for them to go that they can still do that. So what we've done is worked with some of the trucks that have a really good setup for to-go service already. For example, Chuck's Wood-Fired Pizza, he has a shop right here in St. Charles. He sets up his ovens outside. They still make everything fresh the way it is, but all you have to do is call them. They take your order and your payment information. You pick up your pizza. You can grab the beer from us to go, and you're out without ever even getting out of your car. So It
It's
keeps it
so
very
nice.
safe. It keeps it very low contact as far as the consumer goes, and it helps them out. It helps us out because it's a very symbiotic thing, right? They're bringing people for food, we're bringing people for beer, and it helps both of our businesses out. We're going to expand that. We have Chuck's Pizza tonight, actually, Friday night. Tomorrow we're having Dr. Dogs. They're based out of Roselle. They do some fantastic sandwiches and things like that. And then next Saturday we'll have Pierogi Joe's, who do pierogies, and they're even pivoting a little bit too. They'll be selling some family size frozen dinners to take home with you, as well as freshly made pierogies. So everyone's kind of shifting, and we're trying to figure out who's still able to do business in a way that's safe for everybody.
That's awesome. So you're still able to keep your employees employed?
Yes, we've been very lucky in the fact that we have a pretty small staff here. We do have 6 part-time bartenders. Some of them, bartending is all they do, and some of them have full-time jobs. So we have, aside from this, so we've been able to kind of shift things around and give the people who need more hours the hours that they need, helping us fill these crowlers to go and running them out to cars and all of those things. But so far, we've been able to keep everybody on board, and everyone's been happy with the amount of hours we're still able to maintain.
That's awesome.
And we are still making beer. You might be able to hear some of the action in the background, actually. But people have been asking, like, are you guys even still brewing anymore? Like, what's the future look like? And right now we're holding the course. We're brewing almost every day, getting things ready to resupply us as you know, things are trickling out of the tap room here. And so we'll have new releases almost every week still, and which will give people something new to look forward to throughout the week as well.
That's great.
Absolutely. Are there any other things that you want to talk about that you guys have been doing, or anything else?
Yeah, you know, one of the things that we really wanted to focus on here at Riverlands from the time we opened up was supporting local artists as well. You know, one of those things was live music that we've really started to ramp up right before this this pandemic came around. So one thing that we're doing, and we experimented with last Sunday, is continuing our Sunday sessions, as we call them. It's where we have artists come in here and perform. And instead of having them come in, we basically sponsor them to do their act out of their own home, where they're safe, obviously. And we supply them with some beer to drink while they're on the air, and some swag, some hats and shirts and whatever. And then let them do their thing for people, and then we promote it on all of our social channels. We hosted a watch party on Facebook last weekend for our friends. They're a duo called Make It a Double, and they're a very local band, fairly well known, and so we wanted to support them and keep that going, and we're looking at doing that with some other artists as well.
That's great.
That's
Now,
awesome.
I know you have limited hours right now.
Yeah.
3 to 6?
No, we're actually a little bit more than that. We're doing pickups between noon and 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to keep that going Wednesday through Sunday, while it makes sense to. If we need to whittle that down over time, we will. But so far, it's been busy enough that we've been able to keep that going.
And how would someone who either wanted to find out about the food trucks or about ordering beer, where would someone go?
Sure. The best place for us right now is Facebook. I know not everybody's on Facebook, but we put all of our events on our Facebook page. We post almost daily about what new beers are available and how the curbside pickup works as far as doing your online orders and calling us when you arrive and all of those things. We're also on Instagram. We do a lot of posting on Instagram. You can also go to our website, although that's the one channel that maybe falls off a little bit for us. We were trying to keep up on that as well, but we do list events on there. We have a blog we can share news on as well there too.
So your website is?
Riverlandsbrewing.com.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's
and if
all.
you just search for us on Facebook, we pop up pretty easily on there too.
Okay. All right. Well, we will definitely support you, and we're going to put this on social media. So hopefully you guys can share this too, get the word out. You, in addition to our other 5 breweries in St. Charles, we hope people support you guys. We want you guys to feel the love that St. Charles has for you. I know you recently celebrated your 1-year anniversary, so congratulations. Right. We want to keep you alive. So thank you for pivoting and doing all that you're doing.
Thank you so much, guys, and we appreciate your support as well. And really just want to say thank you to the entire community of St. Charles and the Tri-City area, and as well as the craft beer community at large. It's been very you know, we already knew what a great community we were a part of, but this has just only magnified that, you know, 100 times. So thank you all.
That's great.
So yeah, that's all the questions that we have. Thank you again, Jeremy, for coming in and sharing your inspiring stories with us. And you know, we love having you in the community and hope that everyone gets a chance to come out and support you guys. So we'll have some more videos like this one coming out. So until then, stay safe out there, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.